This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. The examination of criminal activity of the population through the lens of various criminological theories helps researchers establish cause and effect relationships in each situation. One such approach is the differential association theory developed by sociologist Edwin Sutherland, and it is focused on the confirmed dependency of one's conduct on values and motives instilled through interactions with others. Therefore, its use for analyzing the crimes of Aileen Wuornos, a serial killer with a tragic past, is suitable for revealing the mechanism of its action. Differential association theory, key terms and components. The selected framework, differential association theory, is one of the methods of assessing criminals' attitudes and their consequences in combination with their background. It is applicable to any kind of offense committed by people and, hence, can be considered universal. The basis of this method of investigating one's tendency to be involved in such matters incorporates 9 key propositions. According to them, criminal behavior is adopted through interactions with other people solely in personal groups, and these occasions present techniques and directions. Also, becoming delinquent, as per the principles, implies having only a role model without alternatives, which is a positive perception of criminal behavior. The emerging association can be described by the frequency of communication, its duration, and its intensity. In turn, the affected person does not imitate others' actions but considers them appropriate when making choices, and the values and needs of these individuals trigger other events. Thus, the specified details can be used for further analysis. The offender's experience in relation to the theory. The selected offender, Aileen Wuornos, is a serial killer whose criminal conduct was conditional upon her family background. She was born to a teen mother and a psychopathic father and left by them at the age of 4. Consequently, her grandparents took care of the girl, but they were also physically and sexually abusive. An unfavorable home environment was complemented by the alcoholism of her grandmother and sexual contact among family members. These circumstances led to the offender's violent actions in the future and the killings of 7 men within a year when she was a sex worker. They correspond to the mentioned theory since there is an apparent connection between the family situation and its outcomes. Explanation of behavior from the theoretical perspective. The case of Aileen Wuornos proves that differential association theory is helpful in examining similar events. It shows that the woman's behavior was learned by interacting with her family members, and sexual contact among them laid the basis for further crimes. The role models of both her parents and grandparents were identical, which means the absence of alternatives. The communication was frequent and lasted for many years during Wuornos' psychological formation, and the subsequent killings became her choice rather than imitation. From this standpoint, the situation can be explained by the unpredictability and complexity of one's development, in which numerous factors matter. Moreover, it corresponds to the principle according to which serial killers select victims resembling the people who affected their conduct. Wuornos' childhood experience became the reason why she committed the crimes, and the theory's components are aligned with it. Conclusion. To summarize, the killings performed by Aileen Wuornos can be explained by applying differential association theory. The established connection between her decisions and family role models is apparent, and it leads to the conclusion that the latter's involvement determined the woman's path. Thus, the activity of this offender is an example of how people's actions derive from their background and, more specifically, an unfavorable environment for upbringing. This essay on differential association theory in Aileen Wuornos' case was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one, on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.